Hi, David Campanile here, owner of Campanile Law, located in the state of New Jersey. We handle estate planning and probate. Today's topic, I want to talk to you about QTIP trusts, but before we do that, if you have any questions pertaining to estate planning or probate, want to schedule a consultation with me, contact me at njestateattorney.com or send me an email at david@campanilelaw.com. So, just like I mentioned today, I wanted to talk about QTIP trusts. Now, what is a QTIP trust? When should you use a QTIP trust? So, first question, when should you use a QTIP trust? Well, in the United States, your first marriage has about a 50% chance to end in divorce. So, we have a lot more blended families today. And when I say blended families, I mean we have families that are on their second marriage and there's kids from previous marriages on both sides, or one spouse has children from another marriage. So normally when clients come to me, I would recommend a QTIP trust. Now, what is a QTIP trust? A QTIP trust operates like any other trust, really. However, you're going to designate special terms in this trust. So a QTIP trust begins as a revocable living trust that when the grantor or the person who created the trust passes away becomes irrevocable. So what does this mean? So we are going to, for example, if let's say one spouse has two children from a previous marriage and gets remarried and still wants to leave his or her spouse assets and stuff, but doesn't want their children to be forgotten about, usually this is when I recommend a QTIP trust. So basically the creator is going to allow the surviving spouse, or the grantor is going to allow the surviving spouse access, is going to appoint a trustee, normally not the surviving spouse, it's another individual, to generate income to provide to the surviving spouse for the duration of the surviving spouse's life. This could also mean that a life estate is created where the surviving spouse gets the privilege or the right to live in the familial home until passing. At that point, what happens is once the surviving spouse passes, the grantor is created, or the first deceased spouse will have the named beneficiaries as normally their children to get the principal of the QTIP trust. Now, what can be a perk of the QTIP trust is, from previous videos, the state of New Jersey does not have an estate tax on certain classes of individuals. An inheritance tax. There's no estate tax in the state of New Jersey, and there's a federal estate tax of close to about $12 million. And what we do is in a QTIP trust, what it basically does is it defers your estate tax burden. So for the first deceased spouse or the grantor, what that does is basically it halts payment until the surviving spouse passes. Then it becomes the QTIP trust's responsibility to pay any estate taxes prior to that you would have had to pay prior to providing for the named beneficiaries. So let's just to recap. A QTIP trust usually used for blended families because first marriages end 50% of the time in divorce. This helps one spouse who has children, or both spouses who have children who want to protect their own children, and also providing for the surviving spouse. So I hope you found this video informative. If it was a little confusing, that's all right. It's okay. You can call me. You can contact me. We can schedule a time. We can walk through this. We can work through it if this is definitely something you're interested in. If this is, if you know somebody who's struggling with estate planning or probate issues, if you know someone who may find this video helpful, please hit the like button, share this out. I'd greatly appreciate that. Tell them you're thinking about them. As always, my name is David Campanile. If you'd like to schedule a consult, contact me at njestateattorney.com or send me an email at david@campanilelaw.com. As always, I'm David Campanile, owner of Campanile Law, located in the great state of New Jersey.